What's going on, everybody? POA. We are going back to Kamigawa, going back on the tree hunt, back to a draft box. Because why not? Can't think of too many other sets I prefer more, although it's actually not the spiciest set in the world. It definitely did better than... Well, I shouldn't say it did better than it should have, but... And I mean that from a value perspective more so than a gameplay perspective. It's kind of funny how few rares in this set are actually worth money, and the same thing with the mythics, right? But we all know why we're here. Yukio lands are awesome. Okay. Rares, yes. Teachings of the Kirin. Yes, that is in fact a rare. Sky Turtle. Okay. Moving on. So we're going to get through this relatively quick. Tranquil Cove, March of Wretched Sorrow. Why is my camera so... There we go, that's better. All right, Future Operative, Bronze Plate Boar, and Sentinel. So really, I'm not going to spend any time looking at commons. Very little time looking at uncommons. We are here to hunt for lands. Kami of Transience. Banshee Slash, Mechanops, and Boon of Beseju. That's not bad uncommon, and same thing with Beseju reaches Skyward. Alright. We do want to keep our eye on tokens, because there is that Goblin Shaman token that's very difficult to get. Temeshi. Okay, Master Splinter, Oni Cult Anvil. Alright. Seriously, I've gone draft boxes without pulling them. It's wild. Kotose in the secluded courtyard. There we go. The showcase. I did like the showcase treatments. I thought those were well done in this product. Kami. Hey, March of Otherworldly Light. All right, our first worthy of putting on the top card. Took a minute, but that's exactly what I'm referring to. Sweet. Nezumi Prowler. So this is a Japanese printed box. That's pretty good looking, isn't it? We got Greasefang. Capitech. Mech Hanger. Okay. Sweet. Thundering Raiju. I dig the card myself. Not a hit by any means, but I rather like the card. Mech Titan Core. Okay, it's gonna be a quick one. I'm hoping to get some spice, but you know we'll find something eventually. Mukotai Soul Ripper. Apparently that eventually is gonna keep waiting. It happens. It's a draft box. We got 36 packs. I've otherwise had quite good success. Hey, Lion Sash. Happy to pull another one of those. Dockside Chef. All right, last pack of the first row. No mythics yet. No lands yet. Restoration of Iganjo. Okay. All right. First row completed. Second row time. Invoke the Ancients in the showcase. You know, I have to say what I really, really, really want out of these, besides Besejus, of course, is the God. What do they call them? The something tree. The Kodamas. Yeah, the Kodama. Naomi. Hot Spring. Okay. That is one card with all the Kamigawa I've opened. I didn't pull very many copies of that thing. And I ended up slotting it into decks. March of Wretched Sorrow. Jinja Taxes for our first mythic. Not a bad one, but I believe... Rabbit Battery. I believe I got Jin out of the last box, too. Interesting. Yeah, fantastic island. Farewell. Yes, it is toxic. I agree with Joel from Jake and Joel. Having said that, I do have it in decks. Admittedly, I tend to save it for the more powerful decks. March of Burgeoning Life. When you just kind of know it's a bigger answer game, right? And then I've got some of my, I don't want to call them weak because that's not right, but some of my little bit down-powered decks. The reality chip, in which I do not have Farewell in there, even though I do have copies I could easily slide in there. Because it is a obscenely powerful board wipe. Or, hey! I feel like I never pull this card. Fable and the Mirror Breaker. Wait, is this the... It is the showcase version. I was looking at the front artwork. I'm like, isn't that different artwork? Yes, it is. Awesome. I did not have good luck with that card either. Watch, it's because it's always the same boxes that have that and the Kodama, which case that would be just fine. Invoke Calamity. It's only in the toxicness around it isn't because of how powerful it is. I know that's where some of the conversation went to, is play more counter spells, and that's not really the issue. The issue is that it is a hard reset, and sometimes Commander games take long enough. That's the real conversation there. It's not that whether or not it's right or wrong to play the card. It's just around the fact that sometimes, like, you don't feel like having a single game go 2 hours, and then yeah, it's like the same mythic I got in the last box too. Weird. Okay. Well, no lands yet. that's weird. Weird box. It's a super weird box. So that's how it is. Get a Fable in the Mirror Breaker and get a weird box. Okay. Invoke Calamity in the showcase. Yeah, last pack in the middle. We're still channel landless. The Ganjo Uprising. Yeah, not getting any better. Okay, last 12 packs. Kyodai. We continue. I mean, I only have 2 mythics too. This is weird. Mirror box. Okay. This is new. What is this? Mirror box. Reckoner Bankbuster. Okay. Rabbit battery. Oh man. I did once open up a draft box of this though that had 0 mythics inside of it. That was a pretty wild time. Tribute to Hirobi. I feel like this is another one in its print run that was just super weird. Crabhead. Huh. Well, if you don't pull the lands inside of this set, you tend to not have a pretty good box. Biting Paw Ninja. I think it's kind of like the rares you're after. And they're rares, so it means you generally should statistically pull 3 per box. But, which means a bad box would be 2, a good box would be 4. Okay, Kaito, so we have another mythic. Invoke Despair. Huh. I guess that's not as many as I thought. I was like, how many invokes have I gotten? Weaver of Harmony. I mean, it's a decent card. Not a hit, but... Huh. Alright, 3 packs left, folks. This is new. This is not a path I've been down. Takanuma, finally! Sheesh. Wow. Alright, at least we found a Takanuma. The 3rd best one of the group. Which I'll be happy to take at this point in time. And Tamio. Alright. So we did get 4 mythics. Last pack. Okay. Nope. It's Ishin. Ishin. And that is gonna do it. Wow. Well, I don't think I feel like I have a lot to say here. You know, the reason to go to Kamigawa is to try to get some of the lands, because the channel lands are phenomenal and far too easy to slot into decks without even thinking twice about it. Because, you know, they don't come into play tapped, so instant mana, and the fact is later on when you may or may not need the mana, almost every single one of them has a really good effect you can make use of, right? So they're just incredibly useful cards, pretty much no matter what. It's like it's not a dead draw. And that's what makes them so good. You kind of go into one of these draft boxes with 36 packs where, yeah, numbers-wise, you should get 3 per box on average. Yeah, you can get 2. 1 is not something you expect. At least it wasn't 0, right? At least it wasn't 0. In my most recent Kamigawa openings now over the last really like 6 to 8 months, I've not done well in Mythics at all, actually. And there are still some good Mythics to get. I've not done well. It's kind of funny how that's worked. But it has been a hot minute since I've seen a Fable the Mirror Breaker, so I'm gonna sit here and be semi-satisfied that at least I got one of them, a Farewell, and a Takenuma to take home. Yes, I'm gonna take positivity out of some of the things that did get. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you tomorrow.